How is 2026 going to turn out for me if it happens to be my 3 personal year? Good day, lovely followers. You are all welcome to Semo. Let's dedicate today's session towards understanding the 3 personal year in numerology. However, if you want to predict an upcoming year using the concept of numerology, it is very important you look out for these two things. The first one is your life path number, whilst the second one is your personal year number. Your life path number reveals the general themes and lessons of your life, whilst the personal year number reveals the themes and the general lessons of a particular year for you. It is very important you blend the lessons of your life path number into your personal year number to be able to come up with a map that would help you navigate the lessons of an upcoming year. Let's use a typical example of a lady called Sandra. Sandra was born on the 14th of June 1991. Sandra is worried about how 2026 is going to turn out for her, so let's help her do the calculation. Using the 14th of June 1991, it tells us that Sandra is a life path number 4. Life path number 4s are here to learn and master the art of discipline, law and order, as well as structure. Using the 14th of June 1991, Sandra is going to be living her 3 personal year in the year 2026. This brings us to the big question: what is 3 personal year in numerology? Before we can fully understand this, we need to understand the number 3 on its own. 3 is a number that is associated with the planet Jupiter in numerology. Jupiter is a planet that is associated with luck, creativity, and expansion in astrology. In astrology, it is believed that whatever Jupiter touches expands, whether positive or negative, it just keeps expanding. So in 2026, Sandra is going to acquire a lot of wisdom. Whatever she finds herself doing will be expanding. And because Jupiter is associated with luck, Sandra will be lucky with a lot of things. She will be lucky in relationship, she will be lucky with her creativity, she will be lucky with her communication skills, and she will be lucky with finding the necessary wisdom or knowledge to be able to grow in life. In numerology, a 3 personal year is a year that is dedicated towards fun, joy, creativity, inner child healing, self-expression, travel, posting, performing, dancing, singing. Anything that brings joy and happiness into your life, you are going to experience them in a 3 personal year. However, before you can find the joy, the happiness, and the fun that exists in a 3 personal year, the universe will take you through experiences that will help you identify the source of your unhappiness. That is the only way you can truly be happy. So in 2026, Sandra would be put in situations where she must communicate her emotional honesty. If Sandra happens to be a type who fears speaking in public, the universe is going to put her in situations where she must communicate in public. If Sandra is a type who doesn't like to socialize, the universe will force her into situations where her survival would depend on being in public and communicating in public. Sandra is going to find herself in situations where she will be forced to tap into her God's given talent, master them, and then express them to the world. In 2026, Sandra is going to find herself in situations where she will be forced to heal her inner child. These and many others are the things that Sandra is going to experience in 2026. However, the universe doesn't give anything on a silver platter, so the universe is definitely going to test Sandra. And in the case of Sandra, the universe is going to test her with procrastination. Throughout the year 2026, Sandra will be in that energy where she would always choose fun over responsibilities. So her ability to find a balance between when to have fun and when to take up responsibilities would help her progress in 2026. One is scattered energy. Sandra will find herself starting so many things and finishing none. So her ability to stay consistent will play a big role in her becoming successful in 2026. Superficiality is one thing Sandra is also going to be tested with in 2026. Throughout 2026, Sandra will find herself not wanting to commit to anything emotional. She would not want to go deep into things, be it relationship, career, or anything. So her ability to stay consistent, stay with one thing until she achieves a result with it, and be emotionally honest with herself and the people around her would play a big role in her success in 2026. Now, over socialization is also one thing Sandra would be tested with. Sandra might find herself being in social settings every now and then. This might make it very difficult for her to actually focus on herself and tap into her creativity. However, if she's able to overcome all these challenges, the universe will bless her with authentic friends and true creativity. These and many others exist in the year 2026 for Sandra. Thank you all for your time and your attention. I will be dropping more videos about the number 3. Stay tuned for more. Bye for now.